The Ottoman Empire was a significant power for centuries, and its history is marked by various conquests, expansions, and conflicts. It seems like you're referring to the conquests involving the Ottoman Empire. The Ottoman Empire was a significant power for centuries, and its history is marked by various conquests, expansions, and conflicts. Here's a brief overview of some of the major conquests involving the Ottomans. 1. Conquest of Constantinople, 1453. One of the most famous conquests in history, the Ottoman Sultan Mehmed II captured Constantinople, modern-day Istanbul, the capital of the Byzantine Empire. This event marked the end of the Byzantine Empire and the beginning of Ottoman dominance in the region. 2. Expansion into Europe. Following the conquest of Constantinople, the Ottomans continued their expansion into Europe, conquering territories in the Balkans, including Serbia, Bosnia, Greece, and parts of Hungary. The Battle of Kosovo in 1389 was a significant early Ottoman victory in the Balkans. 3. Conquest of Egypt and the Levant. Under Sultan Selim I, the Ottomans conquered Egypt and the Levant, including Syria and Palestine, from the Mamluks in 1517. This expanded Ottoman control over key trade routes and strengthened their position in the eastern Mediterranean. 4. Expansion into North Africa. The Ottomans also expanded into North Africa, capturing territories such as Algeria, Tunisia, and Libya, and establishing the Regency of Algiers. 5. Wars with Safavids. The Ottomans were frequently engaged in conflicts with the Safavid Empire, their Persian rivals, over control of Mesopotamia, the Caucasus, and parts of eastern Anatolia. 6. Conquest of Hungary, 16th to 17th centuries. The Ottomans made several attempts to conquer Hungary, leading to a series of wars known as the Long War 1593–1606 and the Great Turkish War 1683–1699. However, they were ultimately repelled by European powers, particularly the Habsburgs. 7. Decline and partition. By the 18th century, the Ottoman Empire began to decline, losing territory in Europe and facing internal strife. Eventually, the empire was partitioned and dissolved in the aftermath of World War I. These are just a few examples of the many conquests and conflicts involving the Ottomans throughout their history. Their empire played a significant role in shaping the geopolitical landscape of Europe, the Middle East, and North Africa for centuries. The Ottoman conquest of Egypt and the Levant, impact and legacy. Introduction. The Ottoman Empire, a formidable force in the Mediterranean and Middle Eastern regions during the early modern period, expanded its dominion through strategic conquests. Among its pivotal campaigns was the conquest of Egypt and the Levant, marking a significant milestone in Ottoman history. This essay aims to delve into the circumstances, motivations, methods, impacts, and legacy of the Ottoman conquest of Egypt and the Levant. Historical context. The early 16th century witnessed a shifting geopolitical landscape in the Middle East and Eastern Mediterranean. The Mamluk Sultanate in Egypt and the Levant, weakened by internal strife and external pressures, became ripe for conquest. Concurrently, the Ottoman Empire, under the rule of Sultan Selim I, harbored ambitions of territorial expansion and economic dominance in the region. Motivations for conquest. The Ottoman Empire had multifaceted motivations for the conquest of Egypt and the Levant. Economically, these territories held immense strategic importance due to their lucrative trade routes and agricultural wealth. Control over these regions would bolster Ottoman commerce and enhance revenue streams. Additionally, the Ottoman sultans sought to consolidate their political authority and extend the domain of Sunni Islam, challenging the Shiite Safavid Empire's influence in the east. Methods of conquest. Sultan Selim I initiated the campaign for Egypt and the Levant in 1516, launching a series of military expeditions against the Mamluk forces. The decisive Battle of Marj Dabik in 1516 and the subsequent Battle of Redania in 1517 resulted in Ottoman victory, paving the way for the annexation of Egypt and the Levant into the Ottoman realm. The Ottomans utilized a combination of superior military tactics, advanced weaponry, and diplomatic maneuvering to secure their conquests. Impact of conquest. The Ottoman conquest of Egypt and the Levant had far-reaching consequences for the region's political, social, and economic landscape. Politically, it led to the dismantling of the Mamluk Sultanate and the establishment of Ottoman rule, centralizing power under Istanbul's authority. Socially, the integration of diverse ethnic and religious communities into the Ottoman imperial structure fostered a sense of unity amidst diversity. Economically, the Ottomans implemented policies to exploit the region's resources, enhancing trade networks and agricultural productivity. Legacy. The legacy of the Ottoman conquest of Egypt and the Levant reverberates through the annals of history. It cemented the Ottoman Empire's status as a dominant power in the Middle East and Eastern Mediterranean for centuries to come. The administrative, architectural, and cultural legacies of Ottoman rule endure in modern-day Egypt, Syria, Palestine, and beyond, shaping the identity and heritage of these regions. Conclusion. The Ottoman conquest of Egypt and the Levant stands as a testament to the empire's military prowess, strategic vision, and enduring legacy. It reshaped the political map of the Middle East, leaving an indelible mark on the region's history and identity. By understanding the motivations, methods, impacts, and legacy of this conquest, we gain insights into the complex dynamics of empire building and geopolitical transformation in the early modern era. 1. Political impact. Centralization of power. The conquest of Egypt and the Levant facilitated the Ottoman Empire's centralization of power. These territories became integral provinces under direct Ottoman rule, strengthening the Sultan's authority. Administrative reforms. The Ottomans implemented administrative reforms to govern these newly acquired territories efficiently. They established provincial administrations, appointed governors, pashas, and introduced new legal and bureaucratic structures, integrating Egypt, the Levant, and later Israel into the imperial administration. 2. Economic impact. Trade and commerce. The conquests opened up lucrative trade routes, enhancing the Ottoman Empire's economic prosperity. Ports such as Alexandria and ports along the Levantine coast became vital hubs for trade between Europe, Asia, and Africa. Agricultural development. The Ottomans implemented irrigation projects and agricultural reforms, boosting agricultural productivity in Egypt and the Levant. This led to increased revenue through taxes and strengthened the empire's agricultural base. 3. Cultural and religious impact. Ethnic and religious diversity. The Ottoman Empire's conquests brought diverse ethnic and religious communities under its rule. Egypt, the Levant, and later Israel became melting pots of cultures, languages, and religions within the Ottoman imperial framework. Islamization. The Ottomans promoted Sunni Islam as the dominant faith, but they maintained a degree of religious tolerance, allowing non-Muslim communities to practice their faiths within certain boundaries. 4. Architectural and urban development. Urban centers. Cities such as Cairo, Jerusalem, Damascus, and Aleppo experienced significant architectural and urban development under Ottoman rule. Mosques, madrasas, public baths, and administrative buildings adorned these cities, leaving a lasting architectural legacy. Monuments and landmarks. Landmarks such as the Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem and the Citadel of Cairo bear testament to the Ottoman architectural prowess and their imprint on the region's cultural landscape.